In this emotional story, homeless teen gives last dollar to biker. Next day, hundreds of Hell's Angels surround him in silence. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like or share the video for more inspiring content. So let's begin. Evan Miller, a 17-year-old homeless teen in Portland, Oregon, had learned to survive on scraps and quiet hope. Nights were cold, days felt endless, and his worn-out backpack carried everything he owned. Still, Evan hadn't let hardship steal his kindness, even though life rarely offered him anything in return. One freezing evening, he sat near an old brick wall, rubbing his hands for warmth, when he noticed a biker pushing a Harley that wouldn't start. The man looked frustrated, patting his pockets as if searching for spare cash. Evan watched quietly, realizing the biker might be short even a single dollar to get help or fuel. Without overthinking, Evan stood up and approached the man. "Sir, I don't have much," he murmured, pulling out his last wrinkled dollar. It wasn't enough to solve the biker's problem, but it was everything Evan had left. The biker stared, stunned at the gesture coming from someone who clearly had nothing to give. The man introduced himself as Rex Dalton, a member of the Hell's Angels. His leather jacket bore the patch proudly, but his expression softened as he accepted the dollar. "Kid, nobody gives like this anymore," he said quietly. Evan just nodded and stepped back, not wanting anything in return. Evan returned to his alley spot, thinking little of the moment. He had helped because it felt right, not because he expected reward. But the next morning, a deep, distant rumble echoed across the streets, a sound that grew louder, heavier, and unmistakably powerful. Hundreds of Harleys were coming. Evan stepped out of the narrow alley, rubbing sleep from his eyes, when the thunderous roar of engines shook the street. People paused, looking around nervously. One by one, massive Harley bikes turned the corner, dozens, then hundreds, forming a slow-moving wall of chrome and leather as they surrounded Evan in absolute silence. Fear tightened Evan's chest. He glanced around, unsure whether he should run or stay still. The bikers dismounted in perfect discipline, boots hitting the pavement in unison. No one spoke. Their presence felt heavy, powerful, and strangely purposeful. Evan swallowed hard, not understanding why such a massive group had gathered around a homeless kid like him. Then Rex Dalton, the biker Evan had helped the previous night, stepped forward from the crowd. His face was serious but warm. He placed a firm hand on Evan's shoulder and spoke loudly enough for everyone to hear. "This kid gave his last dollar to help a stranger. That kind of heart deserves more than silence. It deserves respect." The bikers nodded, opening a large leather duffel bag. Inside were clean clothes, food supplies, and an envelope packed with cash. Another biker presented a signed voucher for a small apartment arranged through local contacts. Evan stared in disbelief, tears burning in his eyes as generosity surrounded him from every side. Rex leaned closer and lowered his voice. "You showed loyalty without even knowing me. Today, we show you the same." For the first time in his long struggle, Evan felt a future forming, one built on unexpected family, unbreakable respect, and powerful gratitude.